Good day, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Movie Time with Anjola. It has been a short break, but now I'm back to give you just as you want it. Today, we'll be looking at the movie Femme, Anjola. Femme, Anjola is the story of Dejare, a very young, talented stockbroker who closed deals his colleagues thought it was so difficult. Life was so good for him, and he was living it. He had a smart, gorgeous girlfriend, and being an amazing saxophonist was a plus for him. He decided to get a bar where he could cover his stress. And then that was when and where he met Anjola, a singer. I cannot say it was love at first sight, but it was definitely lost. Anjola came for him. She had been feeling the same way, and they both got intimate. Anjola's husband was a brutal man, very deadly, and it didn't take so long before his fiancée, that is Dejare's fiancée, Thabisa, before she found out Dejare was sleeping with Anjola. Anjola's husband had a deal with some mugs, and it involved a huge amount of money. So when things were not going well with Dejare and his fiancée, he told his brother to beg on his behalf, but eventually his brother started dating Thabisa. Anjola and Dejare got a record label deal, and Anjola couldn't make it because she said her husband would never allow her. And from that moment, Anjola began telling Dejare she could only be free if Odera, and that was her husband, if Odera was dead. And from there, they planned his death. Anjola said she was going to start a quarrel, and Dejare would come around in the middle of the night, and that was how they got Odera murdered. After the incident, Anjola disappeared, and the police came after Dejare. It was at the bar when some guys were gisting. That was when Dejare found out about Tayo, their former saxophonist. He met with Tayo, and Tayo told him everything that had happened. And Dejare found out the story was quite similar with his story. Tayo told him how Anjola wanted him to get rid of Odera. Then Dejare did his findings, and he discovered Anjola had flew to South Africa. He went after her. When he got there, he discovered Odera was still alive. It was another man that was actually murdered that night. And the money Odera was keeping from the deal was still with him. Dejare broke into their home. He took the money, and that led to a quarrel between Odera and Anjola. During the process, Odera fell down and he died. This time he was dead for real. When Dejare came in contact with Anjola, he demanded an explanation, and Anjola said she had planned everything. The person that was killed that day was Oscar, their bar manager, and Odera knew everything. It was all their plan all along. They only needed Dejare as a mogul, as an accomplice to the murder. And the only way Odera was going to get away with the $5 million was if he was totally dead. So that was the only thing they could do. She told Dejare to let them travel abroad to change location so they could spend the money. But Dejare refused. She already messed up with his life, and certainly she was going to get bored of him too someday. Anjola took the bag and she ran away. Dejare ran after her till they got to the edge of the river. During the struggle, Anjola fell in, and that's all. She could not make it. So the police officer who knew about the incident already told Dejare he wanted half of the money. When Dejare got back to Nigeria, she said there was no way. He said there was no way he was going to give half of the money to the police officer, and so he dragged the wheel of the vehicle with him, and they got involved in an accident. The police officer got burnt to the vehicle, and just as his name implies, Dejare escaped, and he made away with the money. He made up with his brother. He was no longer angry that his brother was even dating his girlfriend, and he lost his job, so he returned to his family house. What he did with the money? Well, I don't know. It said something like he put some to the orphanage, but at least it got vindicated for murder and for other crimes. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click the like button.